Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our shipping container home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
First time we've opened the door for a delivery. So we've just got back from the sawmill where we're buying our wood direct because it's so cheap, but wet, so we need to dry it out. So we're just going to offload this. I'm taking up a line, a plumb line from this door opening, so I know where my top plate will be for this small wall. Attach the bottom plate and get some uprights in. I've already pre-cut the uprights because they've all got an 8-degree angle on the top to coincide with this this purl in here. Everything's at angles, it's a right pain. But if I can get this wall on, and then I'll start on the one I'm kneeling on here, which will be part of the mezzanine. We're going to have a mezzanine storage across here. So I bought some 6x2s or something like that. 175 by 63 anyway in millimeters. That one is 2295. I bought this Evolution saw in the sale online, really cheap, with the stand, purely to bring here. And it didn't have any of the bells and whistles like my Metabar one. It's got like lasers and everything else. And today we're sat over there having a coffee, looking at it, and there's a little red light here, but it was really dull and it had a plastic cap on it. I've got it here. This little plastic cap, although you can see it from over there, but there's no laser here. I think that's a protection cap. Now the laser's there. So I thought, oh, what cheapskate selling this saw so cheaply, and it hasn't got even a laser. And we found it today, and I've had it nearly 3 months. So it's ridiculous. So I'm a bit happier today. Changing the grinder for a flapper disc for Julie. I don't trust her with the cutting discs, but with a flapper disc, she should be fine. And it's just to get, she's got a little bit of battery. It's just to get this surface rust off. It's only little patches, and it's where it was stored. I think we've gone through this before, but it's been stored since last August at the factory, and then it was here under tarpaulins for a few months. But it's just to get. Anyway, it's your job.
Yeah. I'm standing behind the camera quite content, watching. I thought, if I just stand here quiet, he'll carry on. Thank you for doing most of my job.
Well, you've got all the others. You've got the ones on the high beams to do stuff.
Yeah, it's all
right. I'll carry on with this wood. So next one, 2295. The way I'm doing it, I've just sort of drilled in a pilot hole, like a pocket hole. It seems to be working okay. I'm using screws because I don't have a compressor up here or any decent nails. We're going to get through sort of 38mm. All my nails are much bigger, so I may as well just use screws.
Stop working.
Oh, at last.
I've made you a sausage sandwich.
That's the one good thing. Julie has to keep going back to go to the toilet. So at least I get some lunch. All right. Some things you can't do with the power. but because I'm going cross grain, so I'm just taking the level across to the other side of this little mezzanine, and it's going to go there. So I need to put a little stud there, a couple of studs.
Well, I'm just painting these beams, protecting them after grinding. And I've just looked up and realised there's all snow hanging off the roof and it's just gone splosh.
So we framed in all the long horizontal metal beams for the siding to go up. I've just come to this little difficult section, which is very similar to over there on the inside of the garage, where the purlin is at an angle. So I've got my bottom plate here, which is pretty standard and easy. This one here, this top plate, is at an angle though, so I've got to cut little studs along here at that angle. Now before it was 8 degrees, so I'm just going to double check it now and then just cut a series of those for this front wall here. That is the longest part of the stud is 35 degrees, so I'm going to just use that. Should be the angle. So that's my template. It's at that angle there. So I am going to put these on, 400 centers just on this one, because this is going to be a major wall. This is going to be the power room, batteries, everything else in this one. 160. Right, all done. Not the prettiest, but it's all going to be covered up. And nothing is structural. This is just for the siding, and on the inside OSB that will cover all of this up. So Julie's just doing the treatment on all the bits that hasn't been treated.
I'm on a deadline, he's rushing me.
So we can get all of this house wrap out and stop all this splashing. Look at it, it's horrible. It's splashing in on us.
I've just treated all the internal wood that we're going to cover with house wrap. Oh, I've just realised. I need to do this outside structure that Ian's just finished, but I don't think I'm up to a ice cold shower. Hopefully it's going to be done.
Right, it's finally time to get the house wrap underneath. It's actually roof wrap, but it's the only thing they do at our local builders merchants. So I've got it 40 mil off the ground. I'm using a plank just to keep it up. That's to keep that concrete shadow gap we've got, the black painted concrete shadow gap. Any moisture that will hit it is not going to go underneath the wood or anything. It will just, just keeps it off the concrete. Just taped it to the door for now, run out of the tape. I'll have to go and try and find some. And now it's just a matter, we're going to do it hopefully in 2, but I think it's going to be slightly more.
Oh, kick it along a bit more. That one right at the bottom.
Keep it taut. Alright, so one. Okay. It's like a curtain of rain.
I bet these gutters are on.
That one to that length, which is 263. Well, we finished for the night. As you can see, the sun is going down, but we have managed to get most of the house wrap on. So we've got all this section on, and we've got the section here at the back. But this side we have to wait, because I need to put lots more studs in, and then we go up onto the main gable end. So that'll be tomorrow. Right, I'm just doing the final header for this section of wall, so we can close this in with fabric, and that will be the close of this part of the project, and then we can move on to the gable end. So I wasn't going to do this framing at all until later, but we need it to hold the fabric up, or at least get a couple of staples in. So this is going to be tight, so we're going to put it to the end of the... You won't be able to reach, but...
I know, but at least...
So I'm going to put it to there. I'm going to put it to the top.
Yeah.
Alright, and then come to you and straighten it out.
Yeah. Okay.
You move, yeah, move.
Yeah.
You hold it up.
I'll wobble you in.
No, just you won't. Hold it up, get on the platform and hold it up. No, as close to me as possible, so it's not gonna... Don't move anything, just hold it.
Oh. I should have brought the other ladders.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I've got that there, but...
Oh, wait. No, it's got to come down. There's a gap.
How much? No, is there a gap? There's a... I mean, we're talking a millimetre covered.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is going to have tape on, isn't it?
Run out of my other tape, but just to make it tidy and stop flapping, a little bit of Gorilla duct tape. Right, and I had to cut around this little box. We are going to have a light switch here as well, but this little box is the opening and shutting of the garage. So it's just a simple key up and down for now. What we're hoping for when we do, probably next year or so, is basically have a little keypad so we don't have to worry about the key. But this came as standard with the garage, so we're hoping to have this whole garage as a keyless garage. So it'll either be thumbprint or code or a tag card to open this and the house and the front gates. So that's the plan anyway. Another thing I'm putting my total faith in the EcoFlow is for this magnetic drill. The electromagnet is being run by the EcoFlow and holding it on. So it's very precarious. Even if we had a normal mains power outage, this would just drop to the floor. So I should have a safety rope, but it's not very good. So I'm just holding it under with my shoulder, just in case. It is so heavy.
Marlene's drilling away. I'm just cleaning one of the beams up because he was a bit rusty in places. So I've just been using the grinder all over him. Sometimes I just wish we had the camera on to hear our stupid conversations. Today's main conversation is, would Ian prefer a Julie or an Ianetta? And we've been giggling all afternoon because he's come to the conclusion that, yeah, he wants another Ian, an Ianetta. Oh, Ianetta knows when I want my tape measure. Ianetta knows when I want a certain piece of wood cut. In too comfy, set up in his new garage. Look at him. He's not outside anymore. My man can chop wood indoors.
June, there's a bit of a draft. You need to seal our gaps up a little bit.
Oh my God, we are hilarious. We're sitting here with our little gas heater on. Da, 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 da. Oh, we've got a view with the wind. The forever inventor Ian has come up with a little jig because his arms are falling off.
Oh, my arms are just falling off. So.
Yeah, they're killing him.
A little leverage. Should do. Oh dear. Right, next one.
I'll make you a coffee.
No, I can't. I haven't got enough power. In charge.
We'll share a cup. First time I've used this one.
Hold it tight.
How does it come down? This one?
Push the big thumb button.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's different to your other one.
Yeah.
Oh, like this.
Hold it tight.
There's one wedge. It's hard to see because it's a funny sky today. It's very dark, but just above Ian's head to the right, there's so many vultures. They're just circling. I just wish you could see them.
They might come down.
Yeah, I think. I love this grinder. I've been busy grinding all these beams down, ready to just prepare them and paint before he puts the wood on. That's another job ticked off the list.
That's being lazy, not measuring, but I'm just knocking these out in the centre of the I-beam every sort of 40, 50 just by eye. It's the last ones. That's the last one of these holes. I hadn't charged the EcoFlow, so there's only about 20% left, but it's managed to do all of these holes, and I better take this magnet off before I tempt fate. But yeah, that's pretty good. Oh God, that's heavy. Right, so that is all of the major holes done now. Now it's a matter of cutting some wood and getting it bolted on.
Just want you all to know that I do provide him with nibbly treats and coffee. He will lead you to believe otherwise.
There's no more drilling now, so we can use up the rest of the power with the coffee.
Yeah, we've been monitoring it. Have we got enough left for coffee? Right. Let you have a coffee break.
Good morning. Well, this morning's project is to get this window installed up there on the gable end. It's a bit miserable today, but I've got most of the framing on the actual metal structures all done now. Didn't feel much of it yesterday when we were doing it, but such hard work with the hand drill trying to get through the steel. It is a wooden unit. We don't normally go for the wood, we normally go for either aluminium or PVC, but the cost of aluminium and PVC windows in grey is just ridiculous. So this was probably basically a third of the price of the nearest one in this size. That was the other side. We couldn't get the size we wanted. We just wanted a long, thin window for the top. We didn't even want it to open, but it was cheaper to get this opening wood one than it was to have one custom made. There we go. Yeah. There's only one. Okay, now this should just slide off the frame, he says. There we go. That'll make it a lot easier to install. Right, I just checked that the window will actually fit in once the frame's in. Of course, yes it will. Seems to fit good. It's only dry fitted. I haven't got any gaps in between, but this can only shrink because it is moist. And I keep reminding myself, it is just a garage, remember. So the morning sun comes straight through here. So a little bit of passive heating there, which will be great. But now we're near enough closed in. Everybody still thinks it's a house. I think Julie is sneaking around the side. And just to rub everything in, somebody's parked their 8.5 ton digger right at the end of our drive. Ours is hidden just here. As I said, we're going to get the siding on next. That's it for today. We'll be back on Monday because this weekend we have the grandchildren, so we're not allowed to come. Well, I'll see if I can sneak out because it's good weather. All right, if you like this video, thumbs up there and hit that subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.